In the courtroom, and they are handing her 2 drives, and they ask her what is on them. Cassie tells them there's messages and photos from my devices. Yesterday you testified about Sean going armed to look for Suge Knight. Sean took pew-pews with him, and he told you to ask the escorts if they were cops. I would begin by saying I was not a cop. Sean told you to do that? Yes. What happened when you fought back? I did that more earlier in the relationship. It would make him more violent, want to push me harder. How would Sean react if you fought back? Anger. I'm going to show you the LA Intercontinental hallway again. Who enters? Sean. What's in his hand? He doesn't appear to have anything. Now anything in his hands? My phone. How did he get it? Well, he took all my stuff. Where does he end up? Sitting in a chair in front of the window. What are you doing? I'm walking away from him. Now who's in the video? Me and security. In this one, where did you go from the hotel? To my house. I took an Uber. Let's turn to the text messages. Can you read page 4? Please call. I'm surrounded. Who sent that? It was from Sean. He was running around in a towel. I told him to put the robe on. Who sent these green messages? I did. I wrote to Sean. Jules left. As long as you are quiet, you can stay. Peace. Who was Jules? The escort. They show her a picture and ask her if this is Jules. Cassie says yes. Be 606 and 607 side by side. Cassie in big sunglasses. That's me. A selfie of me with a fat lip. When did you take it? In the Uber with one of my phones. I said, please stay away from me. And what does he say? He says, I'm getting arrested. Was he? I don't think so. What did you write back? Plugging my phone in and going to bed. Who was at your home when you got there? Carrie Morgan. She was upset when she saw me. She called the police. Did you speak with them? Yes, but I didn't say who I was talking about, and they left. Why? I wasn't ready. Did Sean try to come to your apartment? Yes, he was banging. That was pretty normal from him, but this is a pretty private building. Did you hear from Mrs. Corin that day? Yes, and I went to see D-Rock and his wife to try to feel safe. In this photo, what are you wearing? A gown and sunglasses. I had a black eye. What if any other bruising was visible? I had several bruises on my leg, but I changed clothes. What's this? Me and Sean at an after party. I'm going to show you escorts. Do you know the name of this person? No. In what cities did you use him? New York. Who's this? Islander. He was on Latin Men. We used him in LA and maybe Vegas. Who's this? We called him Tommy. Who is this? I know him as Greg, an escort in Miami. Who is this? Jonathan. We saw him in Miami. Who is this? Damn, y'all were busy. I don't know. He looks familiar from the freak-offs. What did you write here? This is all we do. I'm just getting back on track. I'm sure you can call Kim or something. What did you mean by this is all we do? Freak-offs. Did you try to avoid anything in the freak-offs? I tried to avoid kissing. It seems too intimate. But Sean told me to do it, to kiss the escorts. What did Sean ask you to do on your 29th birthday? A freak-off. He had pulled me out of the Blind Dragon for the freak-off. Some security. What about blackmail material? He wanted me to fear. When would Sean mention the freak-off videos? To hurt me. One time I was dating someone else and he threatened to release the freak-off videos. I'd have to answer to my mother. It's horrible and disgusting. No one should do that to anyone. What did Sean say the impact would be? Shame. Let me show you a chat. Who's on this chat? Me and Sean, July 22nd of 2013. Read your message. I wrote, please delete the videos off your phone. Too many people have access to your devices. He said, no iCloud, all good, Ambien kicking in. I'd been told there were actually explicit videos out there about me. I reached out to Sean. Then what? We were driving back to New York City from Atlantic City to talk to this DJ, Who Kid. Did that happen? At a restaurant? What was security's role? To intimidate. They were lining the room. Who was there? Uncle Paulie and James Cruz. How would you recover from a freak-off? I'd take opiates. I wanted to feel numb. We'd get massages, IV fluids. Ooh, remember when the Kardashians used to do that on TV? The chef would cook us something. How often did you take opiates after the freak-offs? Often. I got urinary tract infections. Were the UTIs painful? Very. Antibacterials didn't work anymore. How did it feel during freak-offs? Burning. I would not advise it. Let's read this out loud. I have all these sores on my tongue. I have another UTI. What sores? Friction in my mouth. From what? Oral. You said, another UTI, then sad face emoji. I was open with him about them. So you feel sick? Why are you sorry? I took the blame for things. Which escort would go to the X clubs with you and Sean? Jules, the escort from the Intercontinental in LA? Yes. Did you want to have X with Jules ever? No, but I knew him. Why did you do it? Sean. And I'm not going to read this, but you guys can pause to read it. Stay tuned. When Sean put his hands on you at the freak-offs. Sometimes the escort was there too. In the same room? Yes, Jules. And in the suite? Yes. Were they aware? Yes. The escorts would ask me if I was okay afterward. In what cities did he put his hands on you? New York, LA, Miami? How frequently? Too frequently. What's the Abbey? A gay club in LA. I went there with my friend. Where were you going? To a music festival in Canada run by Drake. Sean came to my home and tried to attack me. I was thrown into the bed frame. What's this? A photo of my eye afterward. Who took you to the doctor? D-Rock. Did you send this photo to Sean? Yes. And I wrote, so you can remember. I wanted him to be sorry about it, at least. In this photo, where were you? In the green room in Toronto. I put my hair over my eye. Then we went to the Hamptons. Sean wanted to have a freak off in the Hamptons. We got a hotel and an escort. Which one? Dave. I took the ABC GHB. I went into a G-hole and blacked out. I woke up nude in the shower. Dave and Sean were freaking out. I bugged out. It wasn't pretty. Then what? I spoke to a friend of Sean's, and then we had a freak off. What's this? My eyebrow. Healed up a little bit. A week later. I have a permanent scar on my eyebrow. What's this? Me at the Canes Festival. What happened at Canes? Sean accused me of taking rugs from his boat. He threw me off, but my passport was still on the boat. And you were on the red carpet that same night? Yes. Did you attend the movie? Yes. How did you get back to New York? On a commercial flight. I traded my seat to get away, but he traded to get next to me. What did he show you? Freak-off videos. He played them for me on one of his laptops. He said he'd release them. How did you feel? Trapped. When you landed in New York, what did you do? We went out to dinner, then he wanted to have a freak-off, so we had a freak-off. Why did you do it? To make him not threaten me. Let's read these from June 13th, 2013. Had Sean been with you before this? Yes. Had you told him before you didn't want to do freak-offs? Yes. You said you needed GHB, CD, F, element of P. Yes, and that 2 escorts not available. I wrote, only Paul available, or Jake, the white guy. But he can't do it until 11. The other guy can do earlier. It's just one more person knowing our secret. What do you mean? The freak-offs. What is SLS? A hotel in Hollywood. When would you take Valium before a freak-off? When I had anxiety. Sean's driver was bringing me the Valium. It was Raheem, I think. So the judge tells him that they can take lunch. He says, are there still disagreements on the exhibits? Yes. The defense wants to make the exhibits longer and be about pleasing yourself. They wanted to cut it off at looking at my iPad. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back after lunch. They're talking about the Jane Doe, and they're going to end up calling her Mia in the story when it's... I have a binder for the court. The gallery will not be able to see these exhibits. Miss Ventura, I will show you some exhibits. Who is it? She worked for Sean. We will call her Mia. When you gave your devices to the government, were they working? No, they were broken. What's on your skin? Oil. When did Sean first hurt you, physically? It started in the first year. What staffer was present when Sean was physical with you? Punching, hitting. In January of 2009, did you attend an event in LA with Sean? Yes. What happened as you left? I'd been speaking to a producer about music. Sean called me a slut. I hit him in the face. I had been drinking. Did you see any injuries? I was on the floor of the car and he stomped on my face. How long did this last? 10 minutes. Then I tried to get away, but Sean's security brought me back. Who? Roger Bonds. What did they tell you? To go to a hotel. They snuck me into the hotel, covered so no one could see my face. How long were you at the London hotel? A week. A little more. An assistant brought me ice cream. What was the assistant's name? Genevieve. Did you feel you could leave the London hotel? No. I understood his capability, his access to pew-pews, the threats he made. When were you taken to the hotel? After the assault? No. Did you know that this assault or incident was reported? I know there was a blind item on the internet without our names. Who raised the blind item to you? My mother, not for the truth. Cassie says this was before FaceTime was very popular, so I could hide myself. She asked if it was me. What did you say? No, I did not want my mother to know something of that magnitude and be in danger. When you went to a party with your girlfriends, what happened? I saw executives from BET. Then I heard that Sean was there. What did you do? I left. I ran out as fast as I could. Why? I thought he was angry. Come to the hotel where you were staying? Yes. He up and called me names. My face was bruised. This photo. Who is it? Scott, known as Kid Cudi. We dated in 2011. Did Sean find out? Yes. Sean went through my phone during a freak off. He found an email. About what? Taking my toiletry bag to Scott's the next day. Sean put a wine opener in his hand and threatened me. I called Scott on a burner phone. Where did you go? To Scott's house. Then I talked with Capricorn Clark, one of Sean's assistants. Then what? I went to the house Sean was staying at. He told me he would release videos and hurt Scott and I. What videos? Freak-offs of me. Sean kicked me in the back. I got a bruise. Where did you go? To my hotel with a burner phone. The room was torn up. Someone peed all over the floor, pooped in the toilet and didn't flush it. It was gross. This was just before Christmas. I sent an email to my mom in Capricorn from my flight to Boston and Connecticut. What did you write? That Sean said he would release the tape of me on Christmas. He'd have Scott and I hurt. He said he would be out of the country then. What are these photographs? My mother took these in Connecticut of the bruises on my back. Were you entirely honest with your mother about the abuse? No. I said this was the first time. Did you tell her about the freak-offs? No. Cassie